Okay.
It is preparing, the live stream is so exciting. Good evening, good evening.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Yo estoy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Mm, y bien, bien.
No, I'll tell you, I'm like hot and cold.
Hmm.
I don't remember mucho. How do you say hot?
Caliente.
Caliente. Is it
Mhm.
caliente?
Yes, muy caliente.
Caliente.
Muy caliente.
Give me 1 second, darling.
Mhm.
Oh, there they are.
And cold is frío.
Okay, I am ready on my end.
Mhm. Oh, then let us get going with the things.
The things.
The things that you must do, right? Oh, I like that.
I like your background. You did, and the other background. I like both
Yeah.
your I don't know if
I got like I found like quite a few. More than five new ones. So
good man.
I was just playing around. I said, wow, look, this looks fun. This looks fun. So I just started playing around and I did it.
I can't believe I'm still awake. I don't know what's my schedule anymore. I think I had 3 hours sleep and then 3 hours sleep yesterday. Sometime I can't figure it out, but I'm not dreaming, which scares me. I'm not dreaming much. I miss my place. Whatever place that is, I miss it. Um,
Oh, there you go.
our joke did pretty good. I'll play it later, so I won't
I
tell it.
loved it. I loved it, man. I
I,
still makes me chuckle when I
I
hear it.
know it's good.
It's just so perfect. I thought it was perfect. I don't know
I
about you guys, but I thought it was good. I still
I
laugh at it.
sometimes I don't get them right, you know,
That's good on though, man. You
and
did
I
get that
really
one.
try. But the one-liners, yeah, as long as you don't interrupt me. And in the car, it's kind of dangerous because you don't always hear me, and you're like,
I know.
"What?" And
So
I'm trying
slow.
to speak.
It's kind of like that,
What?
isn't it? Say what? It's like, say what?
So there was a poll when asked if they would have sex with Bill Clinton. 86% of the DC area women said not again.
You're worse than Don Juan. Woo!
That wasn't
Oh
good.
my God. Yeah, it
It
was
was
great.
good.
It was
Okay.
great.
Not as good as you liked the one from this morning.
Oh God, did I like that one? That was so
Let
good.
me see if I have it. Uh, we could
I still like that one, man. I still laugh at it.
because you hate lawyers. So and you really hate our
And I
congressmen
know we need
senators
them
and
and everything,
not
you
all of
know.
them, of course, but huh?
I know we need them, but
But
they're such
really, do we
assholes.
really?
No, we shouldn't have to. That's the thing. We shouldn't have to. But sometimes judges make us, do things we're not supposed to. I wonder who elected the judges.
President Trump's a badass, you crooked fuckers!
It's cute. President Trump's a badass. You could come up. Joe, Joe. What do you call a bad lawyer? Joe, what do you call a bad lawyer, Joe? A senator. Hey, baby, come give me kisses.
Oh, that was good.
That was a good one, right?
Yeah, it was.
Bye.
Yeah, that's
Bye.
good.
I love making those things too. But you know, I like laughing. It's necessary to laugh, especially now.
Good for the soul.
Joe, share it to the community before you start. Remember how?
Yeah.
It's not that difficult.
That's what's up, Darian. Okay, hold on.
If they're watching us, they know who Darian is by now.
Yeah, he gets a little out sometimes.
I'm going to start off by saying we're going to do a couple of things. Not this Saturday. Next Saturday, we're going to have an open show. We're going to do more open shows, but as for now, 2 Saturdays a month. By right, it would be next Saturday. It would be we had it last Saturday, right?
Yeah. So it should be.
We have to pick a subject. That has to have a subject, let people have a few days notice. Right? And then either once or twice a month, we're not sure. It'd probably be better off on Joe's days off, either Sunday or Tuesday. We're gonna have a game night. Me and a lot of our friends on Zoom we play a lot of games. We still do. And we can do it, I think, with people in the chat. Which reminds me, I wonder if I could, you see, I need Chris. Chris is ready. I mean, he's already posting stuff in the group. So in the chat on the channel. So he should be ready. Because he would definitely, because you would have to read the chat, Joe. And I would do what we used to call hang biting, which now I guess we're gonna have to change, which obviously is hangman, right?
Yeah, that was always a fun game.
Oh yeah, we had
It
so much fun.
was.
And there'd be like up to like 10 of us sometimes, you know, when all of us got on, even for a few. And then we always play, and they're usually political satire, right? So God knows how many I had to. I might have to reuse some of the old ones, Joe. I don't know if I could come up with any more.
You know,
Seriously.
we did a lot of words.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Joseph.
Good evening, Joseph. My brother Joseph. So there's hang biting, and we also do a lot of fun Pictionary stuff. Not exactly by the rules. What we didn't play. There was no real rule.
I don't
It
think
was
we
just
really had that.
each their own, you know?
Yeah, it was
Each
fun.
man for themselves, kind of.
Right? Have fun. It was too. Yeah.
Oh my God, am I calling my sister's men?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
Bummer.
be locked up.
Bummer.
Wait, would the conservatives lock me up for that, or would the liberals?
Hard to say.
I know.
Sometimes they could be the same, but
See
I
how
think it'd be the
ridiculous certain
liberals.
things are that we can actually walk through? Because some people are just so mind warped. I was watching Al Green today. I don't know what possessed me, but he came back because he was censured and he came back to speak. He's like, I'm not upset with the Speaker of the House. I'm not upset with the gentleman that led me out. The arms, what do they call them? The guards at arms?
Sergeant at arms.
Yes. I'm not upset with them. They're doing their job.
They're
I'm
doing
telling
their
you,
job.
the last time I heard someone speak like this was a con man pimp. I swear, I mean, this guy,
You see his cane?
yeah, man, where's all his rings? And,
And did you see him? Did you see him pointing that cane just like one of those guys would do? Yeah. Come on, man. This guy's phony. Fruitcake.
he's a pimp daddy. He's
Yes,
freaking,
he is. He's a pimp daddy.
I'm telling you, these people, A
See, I
lot of
wouldn't trust that man ever, 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 because all I have ever seen come out of that man's mouth is hate.
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 And that's what he was trying
Pure,
to play. And then he
unadulterated.
went into this bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't watch him for more than like 3 or 4 minutes. First, I'll speak off my papers here. Come on. So theatrical. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I
Man, you
mean,
call me drama.
but
These
they're not
guys,
supposed to be funny. We're supposed to be funny.
not them.
Somewhat funny.
Yeah.
The shit, you never know what comes out of my mouth. And nobody would be surprised either. And people who have been watching, they wouldn't be surprised anymore either. It's just ridiculous. But we have a little satire conspiracy show. He's an official who was thrown out of Trump's, what was it? It was during Trump's speech?
Yes, his during his State of the Union, wasn't it? Yeah.
No,
The
no,
first
no,
his that
no.
first speech that he did.
It was it was I didn't even watch it yet. I never watched it. I read a lot about it. The show the one with all the children, and that wasn't a speech. That wasn't a State of the Union. Was it?
Yeah, thought it was because he got up there and he told how good we were doing, what he was doing.
I
We're
usually don't listen.
back. That was his message. America's back.
I'm really off lately. I
Mhm.
don't know. Yeah, but okay, that makes sense though.
Yeah,
That does make sense. The timing makes sense. I'm off.
it's all right. It's an off time.
Ooh, I can't tell you what's been happening.
It-
We lost another light in the house. We had new roofs put in while we were gone. They're beautiful, sturdy. And I'm like, there's nothing leaking. What is going on?
That's a good thing. At least there's
We have to
nothing
pay
leaking.
over, like, we have to pay close to over 6,000 for the condenser here. Or if we want to go at a it's probably even just a little above average, would cost us closer to 12 or 12.5, maybe even 14. I'm like, no, I don't want to live here. Well, luckily the house sold in New Jersey. I'm gonna miss it. I hope the family that lives there enjoys it as much as we did all our lives. I wish them the best. They're very close to Trump. I hope they're Republican Trump fans. My husband won't be too far from there a couple of times, so maybe I'll have him like take a look, make sure there's an American flag out there or something. Most of them are in that area. So what's the news, booze? That wasn't that wasn't funny at all, Joe. It's all your fault.
Hold on, real quick. What?
I hope we get feedback about the game because I want to know if people want a game night. Because then I'll come up, a couple of days beforehand with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Although I was pretty good on the spot. I love
I
games.
guess I guess
Good way to
State of the
teach.
Union doesn't happen until Trump's first full year in office. So I guess that was just a
Oh, it's
speech.
not
No,
3 months? Okay.
no, it's just a speech, I
That's what
guess.
I know you confused me, but
Yeah.
I forget too.
Hmm.
I'm more of a philosopher. The whole other crap. Ugh.
Well, there was
My
a there
husband was
was
like, "Are you sure you studied politics?" I'm like, "Damn, yo," but I ran fast from it when I found
yeah,
out what it was really about.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the problem. It's
Just
not
pretty
really
much just a
political.
speech. Yeah, just pretty much just a speech he did.
Yeah.
honored some
Oh, but
people,
it was a beautiful.
and he honored some people. He honored that
Yeah.
child. Oh yeah, he did. It
There
was
was more
good.
than one. There was
Yeah,
more than one child, right?
I think it was a speech to put a lot of us at ease.
Daddy is
Yeah.
soldier.
Yep.
I like how you said that.
Yeah.
Probably true.
So
Um,
you know how they fired a whole lot of people in the federal government, right? Well, there was a judge. He's out of San Francisco.
another judge, huh?
His name is Judge William Alsop. He was appointed by Bill Clinton, and he ordered the Defense, Treasury, Energy, Interior, Agriculture, and Veterans Affairs departments to immediately offer all fired probationary employees their jobs back. He said that the Office of Personnel Management, the judge said, had made an unlawful decision to terminate them. So I would ask this first question to this judge: Who voted you the president of the United States?
Right.
You were appointed by a president. You can be fired by that president. You should shut your mouth.
They're scared shit, so they're trying everything they possibly
Yeah,
can.
they
And there's
sure
more
can.
than one
Mhm,
because if you have a judge, you have the judge underlings, you got the
mhm.
paralegals, you got the attorneys, you got all of them, a bunch of them in on it. Just like
Yep.
Braggs and Fatty Willis and
Yeah. It's almost like, hey, Judge, did you go to Epstein Island too? Is that why you're doing this?
right.
Were you there?
That's
How many
probably,
times did you go, Judge?
oh, that's just so
You
gross, guys.
nasty
It's
fucker.
so gross. Oh, those poor children.
Yeah.
I do it for you, children. I really do.
I
Al
just
Green
wonder
was
who.
really, I can't get over it. I can't. And it was something about I guess Trump said during his speech he was cutting Medicaid.
Yeah,
So
because
Al
there's a
Green
lot of
was like,
people that remember I told you there's 394 million people collecting um, welfare checks or SS checks,
right.
and
Then
there's
you
only
got you told
there's only 374 million people in the country. That's all the Americans there are. So who's getting these extra checks and who's cashing them?
then you said that well, this is about Medicaid. So you said what Al Green was talking about. I think he
Mhm.
came back at Trump about the Medicaid. That was when I was like, oh God, I don't want to know. But you said that in Florida, we paid for almost a million. We paid 650 million for almost a million immigrants.
Right.
So the Secretary of State, Rubio, would definitely, and uh, um, Robert Kennedy would definitely have play in that. Um, so he's coming back because Medicaid, that's probably how he's making his money. Some kind of Medicaid scam. Who's going to notice 2 or 3 million when you're spending 650 million in one state alone on immigrants?
Right.
And that's what he came back at Trump. But you know what he neglected to say? That they were that he was specifically he kept saying, "Oh, people don't have nothing. I'm very content. I'm very lucky. If something happens to me, I'm taken to the hospital. But these people have nothing." And I'm like, they're illegals. He's talking about the illegals.
Hmm.
Why the fuck should they have anything? God help me. Like, you know what, Green? If you care that much, give him your fucking wallet. I don't know who these people are. If I choose to help someone, I'll do it myself. You don't tell me who to spend my money on. And you're not going to tell America anymore. You're going to be ousted. not just censured. All of you. From Talib's, Elon Omar, Swalwell. I hate that prick. That farting prick. Didn't he fart on TV?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Oh, it was the glass. Well,
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
too
did.
bad for you.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, goodness me. The Democrats played right into Trump's hands. Joseph, we always say it, brother. It's like that 6D chess to flat checkers, red and black. Trump's playing with a full deck and prism and with the ace of spades up his sleeve, everything. And all they got is black and red checkers. A friend actually, Reb, put into Megafunk. Did you see I didn't even have to watch the video. They were crisscrossed.
Yes,
Did
I
you
saw them.
It
Yeah.
was crisscrossed, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are not chemtrails, my loves. The
Not anymore.
chemtrail. They
Not
don't have
anymore.
money. They
No.
have now what they're probably doing is using the planes, the bad guys' planes. They cleaned them all out. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You think we have almost a million personnel in our military? There ain't no planes going above New York State anymore. Not to hurt you, you know? And I know there are people that do get hurt. I keep saying it. If it's a war, if it's any kind of war, then there are
Mm.
casualties sometimes. Hopefully it's not. Look, Trump
Yeah.
had what, 18 months of the military, nobody was harmed, nobody was killed.
Yeah. Nobody was harmed.
Right. I think that's pretty much what's going on here. If he could do that overseas, guys, what the hell do you think he can do to this country? He already got Greenland.
Yeah,
That was him. Because they're fucking scared shit of him. Okay,
they
Trump,
are.
whatever you want.
Because they know that 74 million people stand behind President Trump. And
And
you know what? Do you
74
know what the world
million?
is afraid of? The world is afraid of us Americans when we band together because they know we're a fucking force. Sorry, didn't mean to say it that way, but we
Good
are.
evening, Eric. Take good
We are
evening,
we are
dear.
something else when we're all together. And you can ask any soldier that question too. What are we like when we're banded together? Are we some badass? Yeah.
Jerry says he's got an alibi. He's got an alibi.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he was just following orders.
Good evening, all my brothers.
That's what they all say, Jerry.
Yeah, I,
Man, he told me to.
I'm more than positive, and I know since Trump has been in office, I've been sleeping better. A little erratic lately, but then there's a lot of erratic shit going on.
Yeah.
So you see, guys, I am very spiritual because I believe this is either this is a sign of something,
Yeah.
but it is, I don't know.
Mhm.
Is it the dimensional thingy? Is it God? I don't know.
Something's happening.
Force of
Something
nature.
something big is getting ready to
Aye,
explode.
mate. I like them big.
Mhm. Something has to give
You
because
can't say things like that to me. Joe, he didn't even hear it, people.
I didn't. I'm boom. I'll hear it later.
You'll hear it later, sure.
Yeah.
All right. What's up? What's up with the next
Oh man, it's gonna
let me
be
see. I wanted
amazing.
to show
Oh,
something
well,
else.
we better say hi to Eric. Hey, Eric.
I said hello to Eric. You're slow on the take as
I am
usual.
so slow.
No,
I
you
am
worked the whole
so
day,
sorry.
bro. And get
Okay,
this. Joe stayed behind. Tell him why you stayed behind, Joe. He stayed at
because I
work late.
almost sold a big Navigator, and when this month, if we sell Navigator, we get $2,000 extra.
Ooh,
Got to work
okay.
for that money, buddy. Oh, I sold this vehicle. I know I did. It's just a matter of days.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, this vehicle will be in these people's possession by the end of the month. So Pretty cool, pretty cool.
I'm very happy for you.
Yeah.
This is going to
So
be happening a lot to everybody. Good shit, really soon. And very soon, I'm telling you, they're gonna say Biden's dead. I don't
mm,
know why. I have that feeling. It's a feeling. I'm possessed. Go with the news. We'll talk about that later because there's some.
Mr. Schumer, piece of shit. He gives in to the Republicans. Yeah. In the government shutdown standoff. Yeah. He says he will vote to keep the government open, warning that a shutdown has worse consequences for Americans and would only empower President Trump and Elon Musk further. He said it is his job to make the best choice for the country to minimize the harms to the American people. What a bunch of bullshit. He's so full of shit.
There's
His
so,
eyes are brown.
these people. I keep saying like certain things are obsolete, like cable is obsolete. Um, well, it's possible that our whole congressional system is obsolete, but he is most definitely obsolete.
Yeah.
Some of these people are they call conservatives old-fashioned. What? They can't even. As far as I remember, Kamala couldn't even identify what she was, what ethnicity she was. Paul Pelosi had a hammer with some half-naked guy in his house. Then he got stopped. Didn't he get stopped afterward? He was drunk driving. He got stopped
Yes.
again. Or there was somebody in the back of the seat, or there was some
Yeah.
kind of conspiracy going around. Who knows if it's true or not? I mean, these people. um, they take too much advantage. Well,
Yes, they did.
and I'm not even talking about the cabal because
And they think they're privileged and they can do what
that's
they're
the
doing.
thing. How many knew and took advantage of it? Like, I don't know. It makes me sick. It makes me sick to think it. I don't know if any of them should live, and I would never pull the lever to execute them, but I also don't think they should be on this planet.
Hmm.
You could see Al Green couldn't get a woman to save himself. Be like making love to a troll or something. You know, you know he's been on Epstein Island.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
know
that's a
he
given.
was, and
That's just a
Clinton's
given. Totally.
makes
You're
me
right.
sick.
Yep. Me too.
All right.
Me
Go
too.
on, what's next?
What is next? Guy's a
She
pig.
is what she was until it wasn't her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who he's talking. Is he talking about Pelosi, Hillary, all of them, really?
Exactly. All of them. Well, California is being accused of money laundering. They're using
Oh, is
federal
that what
dollars to
that's
cover
about?
health care for illegal aliens. Mhm. Last month alone, they spent 9.5 billion to cover illegal aliens on their Medi-Cal healthcare plan. This week they asked for
Million?
an yeah, this week they asked for another 3.4 billion for their plan. And the scheme has been uncovered that reveals how California and New York are funneling federal taxpayer dollars into providing services to illegal aliens. They like that.
But you
Democrat
know,
run states.
they're not getting it all either. You know it's going into their pockets. I
Exactly.
mean, 650 million. I'm very sure you said 650 million in Florida and
Right.
California 9 billion. That's
Yep.
a I know but that's a big difference.
I
Holy
know they
dear
have, I know
Lord.
California has more people, and I get that, but they also have a
Oh,
lot more
come
illegal
on.
aliens too, and they're
Sorry?
doing it for
Yeah.
free. California has a lot of people. I'm gonna lie about that. There's a lot of fucking people there.
So I'm going
So
to guess at this point, which I haven't looked it up, but I'm going to guess that Trump has saved each taxpayer about $2,200 by now. It has to be. Elon Musk, the Dodge, even Cash Patel, I'm sure Pam Bondi and all no Bongino comes in I think on maybe St. Patty's Day, the 17th. They all have to be finding shit. From Christy Nome, Carrie Lake. I don't know what I haven't heard from
oh
Carrie
my
Lake.
God, this is out of control. This shit's
Have you
just
heard
out of
anything about
control.
what?
This shit's just out of control, man. I
He's
haven't.
reading on, is he? What
Yeah.
more? Go on.
Oh well, there's a chart on
Reading
how it
news.
breaks down. I'll share it into the community. It's a breakdown on how they're stealing money from us. Just can't believe all this crap, man. Oh, here's another one. Here's a gun control bill.
That's right, Jerry. He says Kamala because she doesn't know what color she is.
She doesn't.
That was hysterical.
And she doesn't know,
She
she
said she
also
was
doesn't know what
Indian,
ethnicity she is.
Jamaican, and then she was like, I'm black.
Yeah. She
What
doesn't
the
know
heck?
the, yep. She's weird. Ah.
Who was talking to us saying that, or maybe we were listening to something that, that in general, Democrats didn't really like Kamala.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
That nobody voted for it in the
Nobody voted
primary.
for her for
Would
the
they
primary. There was no
remember the
primary. She
first
wasn't
primary that she
primary.
ran in? She didn't remember the first primary she ran in. She didn't get none of the votes. She's worthless. So I got a big one, man. Here's one. Gun control bill shows Dems are dead set on disarming us. State lawmakers warn, and they are. And this happens here, right here in New Mexico, because we're warning the world now. We're trying to get this out to everybody that what they've done it. They've already passed this bill. The likely passage of a semi-automatic firearms prohibition law in Santa Fe will turn law-abiding citizens into potential criminals, citing the types of guns targeted and a new registry provision. Gas-operated semi-automatic firearms Exclusion Act, or SB 279, will protect the import, sale, and possession of such guns, as well as large capacity ammunition feeding devices in New Mexico, and require certification of semi-auto weapons and providing penalties. They're trying to take our guns away. They keep going for gun grabs. They're trying hard to take the guns away over here. Yes. They're up there now. And that bill already passed. I already know it passed.
Guns are another thing that I keep saying is going to be, it's pretty obsolete. If you have a drone, did you see the sizes of those damn drones? 6
Yeah.
feet? If you want to go and kill someone, you got a truck, you got a drone, you got little drones with bullets in them, little drones with, all they have to do is shine a light in your eye while you're driving, and there you go. It's
Mhm.
so, I mean, they even got kids on the lasers um at the airplanes, at the aircrafts in the sky. Don't point the lasers at the pilots, please. I mean, I hate to say it, lasers are definitely, I mean, they have laser surgeries. Mom always had laser eye surgery.
Mhm.
So obviously we have the technology,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh,
Mom,
yeah.
she always calls it, I'm getting my eyes zapped because of the diabetes. I'm getting my eyes zapped. I mean, that was in Brooklyn, yes. That's 15, at least 15 years ago, 16, 17, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how long it's been around. And of course, in New York, you find things faster. Like it might take another year or two for it to open up somewhere else, even. But yeah, it's
I'd like
funny.
to do
Dad,
that.
huh?
I'd like to do that. I wonder if that would fix my eyesight. I could go without
This
glasses
was
for a
like
bit.
this was for her diabetes. It's probably she I think she would get cataracts back.
Oh,
I don't think it was
yeah.
glaucoma. I think it was the cataracts would come back. But yeah, you could get like why not? You could get the I wouldn't dare. Oh my God, if I couldn't see, I'd freak out.
I know.
If it was a drop in the eye, maybe. Because then I could but they do one at a time, I guess. So oh, but I'd freak out. Oh my God.
I think I would too.
I'm not good. I mean, I'm ready to get this thing off my shoulder that I'm not
Yeah.
afraid of. I don't want to be put to sleep. If they insist, I'll find somebody that won't, because I don't like to be put to sleep. I don't like to be drugged, yo. Don't drug me. I don't need no laughing gas. I laugh enough.
I do not want to be drugged.
Numb me up, dude. I'll be looking at it, yo. I don't care.
No.
Oh yeah, I would.
Mm-mm.
I don't care. Doesn't bother me. It doesn't. You know how many blood and guts I've seen in my life? Yeah.
I know I have seen it a lot too, but I just yeah,
Prefer
I
not
don't
to
really
see it.
like it.
Well, the only thing I say to that is God forbid somebody needed help. I know you would help them, regardless of what they looked like or, I think you would help them, right?
Yeah.
That's what matters. So
Of course I would.
let's see what people are saying. You have something else to say, right? Joe, you have
Of
more
course.
news?
There's so much news, you guys.
Well, men are created equal under the Constitution. In other words, no one's better than anybody else. That goes for Black, Chinese, Jewish, me, myself, Ukrainian, Hispanic. I guess Christian Scientists fall into that that was a joke, guys, a joke. That gun law won't stand in Texas. The governor done said so, says Joseph Rogers.
No.
Gas-operated guns are different from semi-automatics,
Got
says
to pull the Democrats
Mr.
down here in
Bear.
New Mexico. This
Huh?
is a this state needs to the Democrats need to be pulled down because they're overrunning the state. They're cheating like a motherfucker and putting Democrats in all positions in this state. If you're not a Democrat, you get screwed in this state. Literally. Look what she did. Look what that governor did. She's bad. Our governor's bad. We
They're
have a
all
bad.
bad.
Mhm. She was a senator during Uranium One. I know she collected money from that. And then that other Lujan up there in
Oh,
Congress right
really?
now
From
is her
Uranium
cousin.
One?
Yeah, she was a senator during that shit. And she was real close to the Clintons. You know what? You tell me how you come out of the Senate and say, "Well, I'm just going to be the governor of New Mexico." She drops out of the Senate and she becomes the governor. And I know there was hardly anybody that fucking liked her, and she never campaigned. So
Hmm.
how do they fucking win? They're
They're
not
placed.
campaigning. They don't say nothing. It's mind-boggling.
Yo, they're placed there. You know this.
I know they are. That machine. We have we have the Dominion programs, the Dominion machines. They're cheating. They have to be. That's the only way. We're
Well,
still
Trump's in
connected.
office.
Hmm.
That's all I keep saying. Trump's in office. Trump's in office. There's not much that our military does not know. It's a very small world. When you have an aircraft, and please, my military brothers out there and sisters, if you have an aircraft, you could get from New York to Florida in minutes with some of these, I don't know, stealth flyers and whatnot. Am I wrong, Joe? I mean, a regular jet plane on a good day, you can get here in an hour and 45 minutes. These things move at like super sonic speed. Oh my God, sometimes I feel like they're gonna just come down. That's what it sounds like, but yet they're just flying over. Oh man.
Look at the F-35. That thing can boogie.
I can't tell what they are.
Mhm.
I caught a glimpse of them once or twice. Okay, but I mean the sound. You can't forget that sound. Maybe twice a year, 2 or 3 times a year I've heard it. Trying to figure out if I could get the chat up to speed with
With us,
yeah. That's what I'm
I thought
looking
you
at
said,
right now.
I thought you
Huh?
were supposed to do that when we started, right? Wasn't it?
I can't do it when we start because I start from Zoom.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure it out now. But I'm so sure I know how to do it, but I don't see how to do it while it is playing. That's the problem.
The jets don't bother me when they go by, or the helicopters. They sound pretty cool.
They don't bother me either, but the
Mm,
one particular thing that I've heard, you could have a heart attack. You think a missile is coming down. I'm not, Joe.
I believe you.
I mean, I would have,
I
if I
believe
didn't
you.
know old World War II movies, I mean, that's what I
Hmm.
feel like it's coming right at me.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like you got to duck under the frame or the desk or something.
Yeah, they're loud. The jets are loud.
Eric says there's enough Americans or legally they will fight for Second Amendment no matter what, because there are people talking about it right now. Exactly.
Mhm. You know, they're passing laws. They think they're in charge. That's the problem. They believe in their hearts that they're in charge. They're not in charge. They're supposed to only be representing us, not they're not in charge of us. That's what they have forgotten
Correct. Well, no, it's not what they've forgotten. Why, Joe?
because they're
Because what?
they're evil cabal.
Because they're cabal.
Hmm.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out that these were human leeches, bloodsuckers, vampires. You know,
That's a good
there's
word for it.
always
That's
truth,
great word.
always truth in folklore.
Yeah.
So they made it romantic. Like I could never get into vampires. It's the most disgusting. Like what? And yet my girlfriend and even my brother, my sister probably she loves everything gory. I couldn't. And they made it romantic. Why? Why would they make blood sucking romantic? And these vampires being heartthrobs in a way. I think even Brad Pitt played one. I remember it's been so long
Yeah.
since I
Yeah.
mean, there's reasons for everything. Gross reasons. There are reasons why they pushed abortion. Late abortions. Get it? I
Why do
can't
they
be
do
any
that?
more serious. It's so you can't play with this stuff.
Yeah, they do. This makes
No, I
sense.
mean, good guys can't. We can't. We just
No,
have
no,
to
I
realize what's
wouldn't.
going on. Be prepared when, Trump comes out and says it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's waiting for people like us to wake up more of America, at the very least.
They
Boom,
do believe
baby.
they're better than
Exactly,
us.
Jerry.
You're right,
Exactly.
Jerry. They do. They believe that they're better than us. I believe that.
Why can't I find it this time?
What are you looking for?
Did you forget already? I
I
I
must have.
swear you'd forget your head if it wasn't screwed onto your neck.
That's probably true.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know
At,
it.
at this point, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. Sometimes I don't even.
Okay. It's not where it was, and then I should have looked at it once. I need Chris. Chris. I'm gonna send this to
Come
him.
and help us,
Please
Chris.
help me.
Come and save us, Mr.
Especially
Chris.
if I think he'll want to, maybe on Friday nights, he might want to do the games because I need somebody to control. I would have to do the games on my phone.
Oh, man. Can you do them on your phone?
Oh man, Joe, you really forgot? Be on Friday
No,
nights.
you're always on the computer.
No, but when we used to play,
Oh,
Wheel of Fortune,
yeah,
Wheel of Fortune we play on Pogo on the computer. But
yeah,
when we used to play Hangman,
yeah. I thought you.
Pictionary,
What the hell happened? Oh, okay.
where did we do it? Where was it? You know it. You know I had a pen for my phone. The pen, the stylus. Oh my, holy. Do you remember where you work, young man?
Over there. Hey, man, it's after work hours. I don't have to deal with it. Let it stay
You
over
don't
there.
want to deal with me.
It's
You don't
on
want to deal
the
with me
north
either.
side of Albuquerque, so that's where work is. That's where I work over there.
My God, I can't believe you forget things.
I
Don't you
do.
remember when Reb was on, we finally learned how to use the whiteboard and all that. We were
Yes,
doing different colors. I
yes, I
can't
did.
it's not as good as my phone. My phone is like almost as
Mm,
good as using a pencil. Although I just cracked the top left of it, so I'm gonna have trouble with it for a while.
that
It's okay
sucks.
though, we're getting new phones. I don't know how we're gonna afford all this. We're gonna try. All right, is that it for
Mm,
tonight?
that is it for tonight. Got some out stuff out. This moves. Oh, look at that. ICE removes. ICE moves remaining migrants in Guantanamo Bay back to U.S. before deportation.
Okay.
300 of them
Wow.
detained. Yeah, 300 detained at the naval base since President Trump took office. Most of those housed at the base had serious criminal histories, gang affiliations, or were ordered to be deported by federal judges. Why are they coming back here, though? Flown back to the U.S. for unknown reasons.
I don't know, but
Most of them that had been held there had already been deported to Venezuela. The remaining 40 were sent to an ICE facility in Louisiana. And what I heard was they were actually thinking of using the New Mexico bases for holding the illegal immigrants because we have we have three here.
oh man,
Yeah,
that's scary shit. But I
four. We
trust
have
Trump. I
four
trust
here.
our men and women, our soldiers.
Yeah, there's four here.
You know who I don't trust? I don't trust AOC.
I don't trust that bitch.
I
Fuck.
don't. I
I
don't
wouldn't
trust
trust that
Hunter
bitch as far as I
Biden.
could throw a
I
rock.
don't trust Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, her either. She's nasty as hell.
Newsom, Newsom, Newsom.
Newsom gruesome. What
Look,
an
if
idiot.
Pelosi's gone, Newsom's gone too. They're somehow related, right? They have like it's his.
Man, I
They
wouldn't
said
doubt it.
it was her nephew, and then I think it's a nephew by marriage, or I don't even know.
Who the fuck knows?
Because he seems to like think he has some control.
Yeah,
I don't even care if you're governor of your state, man. You have no control.
right.
To me, he's dead. But this is what I'm trying to tell the people. There is no chemtrails. They don't really have that much control. There might be a few judges that are trying their best, thinking that they're going to succeed. They're not. They're going to be squashed.
Yes, they are.
See what
That's why we brought it
happened?
up.
This is what happened. This is America, the letter A for America. And this is the letter B for the bad guys. So the bad guys are going down and America's coming up, going up, because America's first.
Mm. Throwing bad guys out. That's why they're going down.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So long. That
Peace
is
out.
bye in sign language, by the way. That is exactly what's happening. And the money. I mean, what we reported about the gold the other day, it must be like another 10% added, at least by since then. And I believe this to be true. And it makes sense that they're going to show you that they put it, okay,
That they
they
put it
put it in
back.
the Federal Reserve in New York for a couple of reasons, I think. One, it's extremely safe. Because once you got, there's no way, I mean, there's no empty areas around there. So you think it makes it more difficult, but really it makes it a little more safe.
Fort Knox was pretty secure.
Yeah, but if the difference is, bad guys had control of Fort Knox.
Which
We're
they never should
collecting
have.
money from Europe,
Which
from
they never should have had.
Jerusalem. Why we're collecting what?
Which they never should have had. They should have never had control of Fort Knox. Because that's ours.
Joe, they had control of our government.
I know they did.
They had, they
Yeah,
were
which
the
they should not have
Federal
had.
Reserve. But the fact
Which
that
they
Trump is putting tons and tons of gold back into our Federal Reserve from Europe and such means to me he has total control over
the world.
the world, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I mean, the last place has to be the Middle East, I suppose. I always think New York is the last place, but if he's putting gold there, it's secure.
Yeah.
It's secure, and that's ours, guys, because Trump and Matt Gates and um Cash Patel and Bongino, they don't want to keep it for themselves. They're not evil. You know, they have their fair share of fame and success. It's going back to the people. This has been proven that this money is coming back in here, and Trump does more and more each day. And that's why he's stopping that Medicaid crap, because holy shit, 9 billion? 9 billion?
Needs to go where it should go.
What?
To the people who are, for one, are still alive.
What about the people in the American streets or our vets that don't have Medicaid, don't have a place to stay or eat? They're frozen in the winter on the subway train, sleeping there all night until they're kicked off, panhandling, begging for money or food. But we allow people into the country so we can help them. How about let's not do that and help everybody here first, America first? It just seems so
Novel idea.
logical. our vets, the ones that protected our country, our hearts and souls, the ones that you shouldn't be kneeling during any American anthem or pledge or anything. The only reason you're allowed to kneel is because they fought for you.
And you stand up and stand proud.
But do they understand the hypocrisy? They wouldn't be able to kneel if we lived in a communist country.
It's true. Well, they tried
We're
to
a
put
free
us there.
country, and therefore you can actually burn flags. You might get a slap on the wrist. And you can actually kneel, and you might get some bad news articles about you, but you're not going to be put in jail. You might be criticized. That's what our vets did. So you know what? You don't have to be very intelligent, but a little pride. Oh, I get it now. I see what she's saying. How come that never clicked in? God bless our vets. I'm serious.
Yes, Jasmine Crockett is another nutcase, Eric. And
Which one?
AOC is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yes, she is. Jasmine Crockett. He said she's another nutcase.
Who said that?
Eric.
Right, Eric.
And the more Dem-
I have no
and the
idea who
more
she
the
is. I know the
Democrats
name
talk,
though.
yeah, the more they talk, the worse they get.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This
Mhm.
seems to be happening a lot.
Yeah, they won't shut up.
That they're hurting. It's not like they won't shut up exactly, but they're all saying real and doing stupid things like Bernie Sanders at that transgender concert where the man is talking about sticking it up, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
in a song. What the hell, people? I've seen some really nasty shit in my time, but I'm not gonna go and pay for it at a concert. Oh, dear Lord. All right. Are we
That
done
is
for
the
the evening?
last.
Well, you have
Yes,
something
ma'am.
else?
I do not.
Which one was Jasmine? I know the name.
Jasmine Crockett. Isn't she the one out of Texas? She's just a loudmouth out of Texas.
I'm looking her up. Okay, yeah. I remember her. Okay.
Yeah.
Felicia. Her middle name is Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Mhm.
St. Louis, Missouri, University of Houston Law Education, Democratic Party, blah, 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 blah. Eric, I trust you. I'll read up on her. I know the name,
Yep.
but there's too many of them crooked. You can't
Yep.
even follow them.
Yep. You're right, Eric. It's good versus evil right now.
And you know what?
Definitely.
And if there's any do you realize that doesn't seem to be a specific evil race? They want to make us feel all racists against each other.
Right. We're
And
not.
yet you got Braggs and Fatty Willis and Letitia James and this
Mhm.
one that Jasmine Crockett. You got the Chinese, you got Mitch McConnell, Feinstein with the Chinese spy. I mean, it seems like they don't seem to have boundaries. You got Obama, who we know is from fucking Kenya. He's Muslim. Um, am I mistaken? How come they seem to not have a problem? But they push it on us.
Exactly. I always say it's your guys' fault. It's not their fault. It's always our fault. Fuck them.
No more tricks. We're too awake. We're
That's right.
all awake on different levels, which is wonderful. And it doesn't really matter if you believe what I believe or vice versa, as long as
Exactly.
we're on the same side of things.
Right. Right.
Um, Eventually we're all going to have that same energy, I promise you. It might take till we get to heaven. It might happen here on earth. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I like this best.
That's a good one too.
Down with the pyramid. Let's create a down with the pyramid song. Down with the pyramid. Go down with
Down,
the
down, down,
pyramid.
down. Pointed down.
Guys, it was a great night. Thank you for joining us.
Peace out. Have a good one. Love y'all. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
and let us know if you want. You know what? I'll put a meme up in the community and let me know if you're interested in the game night.
Yeah. Give us
Just
one
give
of
me a
these.
yay or nay, yeah, like or not, and then I'll know. Even if there's only 10 of us, that's all it's, oh man, 10 is enough. But it's going to be a little different than
It's
even
fun.
we used to play Jared, because obviously it's going to have to be done on the chat. But I think it will be a lot of fun. A little slower than usual, but a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right, guys.
peace out, guys.
Have a good one. I already have a good one. I need a longer one.